Hi, this is Rod Mossmo, and I'm the founder and president of the Massimo Group. I'm also the creator of the Massimo Coach program. Thank you for taking some time to watch this short sample session on our Massimo Coach program. Now, during this session, you'll see a whole bunch of folks, and if you listen to the accents, well, they're around the world. Entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, independent contractors just like you that want to grow their business. Now, we did blur out their names and their faces just for confidentiality reasons, but you see a couple of our coaches, and yeah, even I drop into this sample session. And during the session, we talk about the disruptive client. Well, you know those clients. You waste all that emotional energy. Well, we talk about that. We introduce a tool that you'll learn on week 3 of our program and how to move forward, how to work with higher quality clients. That's what we're all about. But beyond these multiple coaching sessions a week, you get access to a proprietary platform with all the content. And yeah, you also get a Facebook community for additional support and coaching. But hey, for now, just check out this sample session. And yes, I hope that we get to see you on the next session of Massimo Coach. And if so, I can't wait to help you grow your business as well. Take care.
What we did, we went around, we had a spectacular moment from every participant, Rod, and we had just moved into talking about prioritizing our clients and where necessary, saying thanks, but no thanks to clients that are basically taking too much of our time and not making the deals that we need to make. And Anna had a really good example of, she feels liberated. Is that the right word, Anna?
Yes, definitely.
So she went ahead and told us about an experience. And then Darren was talking about one that was a little bit more complicated, because on one side, he can't help them. On the other side, he has a situation where he almost may have to help them because of the relationship or so on. But I think that we got to the end of that particular subject, unless anybody else had a comment that they'd like to bring up.
Craig, yeah, can I just ask from the group,
Sure.
like, when do you make that call?
It's a good question. When do we make that call? When is the time to say it's time to move on? Anybody?
As early as possible.
Well, if I may, would that be from a financial standing perspective, or would that just be from, I would venture to guess, an emotional, you're wasting my time. The perspective I'm struggling with is, if I let this guy go because he has completely unrealistic expectations as far as how the process works, and then I end up seeing him doing a 30,000 square foot deal in downtown Miami, I want to, it'll kill me. So how long do you hang on to somebody that doesn't respect your time, but they do have the financial withstanding to do a deal?
I'll answer that for you. So answer this question there. I'll put it in reverse. If you are working with that client and continue to work with that client, how many potential 10, 15, or 30,000 transactions are you missing with other potential clients because you're taking your time with him and he's not moving down the path?
I'd have to say that would come down to time management.
Yeah, it comes down to time. You either manage the time that you work with him with an anticipation that he is going to move forward with something down the road, or you say, my time with you is not valuable, or is my time spending with you is more valuable spending with someone else that's going to move down the path.
Was it Tim or Darren that asked about when to do this?
Darren did.
Okay, so Darren, week 3, you're going to see this. Okay, this is called MOM, M-O-M, MOM. Mom always knows best. This is the Mossmo Opportunity Matrix. So what this tells you all is where you are in any deal on your pipeline and what you should do about those opportunities. So in this example, when you look at these 4 quadrants, some of you may be fans of Stephen Covey and 7 Habits and the 4 quadrants of urgent and important. Well, this is kind of like that, right? So look at how a deal progresses. And we all know this. It's not a linear relationship. Just because you start out at qualified or prospect, it's not 10%. And not every deal that's about to close is 99%. That's not realistic in commercial real estate. So when you apply this methodology, Mom, and the first thing you do is qualify. By the way, if you qualify initially, you'll never have to fire a client. That's just the way it is. If you qualify, you will not have to fire a client as long as you keep tabs of them. Of course, if it's someone you work with in the past, a renew client to verify, you're excited. Okay, again, verify what their issues are, what their objectives are, and so you don't have to fire them down the road. So Darren, I think it was, or I'm sorry, Tim, quadrant 3 is rectify. What that means is now you are down the road. You have an exclusive, most likely. You're working with this person. Worst case scenario, you now have an LOI or under contract, but you know for a fact, well, Anna, you tell me, what do you know for a fact is never going to happen?
Not sure.
It's never going to close. It's not.
Okay.
The deal's never going to close. And the worst part is about this red section is it's your fault. That's all of you. If you get to this point where you have a client that's unrealistic, unmotivated, won't change, that's your fault. So the 2 choices you have is get them back to reality. Hey, the market has shifted since we took this listing. Hey, things have changed on rental rates since COVID. Hey, whatever is going on, right? You've got to get them back to reality. And if they say, no, I need this, but this isn't available, then you got 2 choices. If you can't get them back to reality, you have 1 choice. You got to fire the client. You got to fire the client. Or if you really are really desperate for relationship building reasons and you can't, you got to ride it out, and you got to waste all that emotional energy. And as Craig was just talking about, you're also wasting all those other opportunities you should be working on. And of course, the 4th quadrant is magnify. And magnify means you're about to close a deal. You're doing a great job. Total focus, get the referrals, get the testimonials, get everything done. Don't let an attorney tell you, hey, we got this or whatever. You got to focus on it. So when it comes to firing clients, without a doubt, it's your fault if you got there. Sorry, it is. But you're in control to fire or to not to fire. So that Mossmo opportunity matrix is in week 3 of Youralls program. You'll get it. There's a pin up you can print out. And what I do is I do this with our sales guys. I ask them for their pipeline. And we go through every week and we say, okay, where do they fit? And those that are in the red that they're never going to sign, but the guys are chasing it, I'm like, let go, fire them, move forward. So does that create some clarity for you guys?
I'll take it from there. But if it happens, it happens, and you move on. I mean, that doesn't deter how you are working with the clientels, the avatars that you decided you want to work with. You made a conscious decision that this was not for me. We can use relatives and friends and people who make these types of deals with them as well. So I would not dwell on that happening as much as dwelling on the fact that I need to focus on my avatar, focus on my time blocking, and make my calls.
You can. But I think one thing you all get to this point, you're not there yet. You're just not, guys. But you'll get to the point, I know it sounds kind of counterproductive. You'll get to the point where you won't care. And what I mean by that is, you know what? This deal's going awry. Hey, you know what? It's just a freaking deal. It's all it is. It's not about the money, because the money is not what this is about. It's about creating the business you want to create. Not one transaction is going to change your life. It's just not. So when you realize that, hey, it's a pretty easy conversation. So you'll get there. I guarantee you, if you do what we ask and you apply what we're sharing with you, you will get there.
Yeah, no question about it. And when I work one-on-one, and Rod is telling it like it is, when they do it, the first words out of their mouth on our next call is, I got it, I did it, I feel just like Anna said, I did it. I feel good about it. Now I know where to focus. And they're not even thinking about that other deal that they just potentially lost. We just don't know. Good question. Appreciate the back and forth on that one. And Tim, did Rod answer your question? Okay. Did you have any other comments to that?
That was good. That was pretty much what I was looking for, Craig. I guess I work in quite a high volume end of the market. So I just take that view that there's always another tenant. And so, you know, I've got landlords that waste my time as well, but I just have to manage that because I'm thinking long-term with them and I, you know, they'll have space down the track that I'll want to lease and hopefully that'll be quick and easy. But sometimes when there's space that's not that attractive, it can use up a lot of time because they're unrealistic and I prioritize the relationship. So I think, you know, I know based on what Rod's presented that I'm up in quadrant 3, but that's by my own choice on those ones.
Okay.
Stay out of quadrant 3.
Yeah. Don't want to be there. Okay.